Armored battles in the Marvel Universe have always carried a certain spectacle, clash not only of might, but of ideologies. Few conflicts showcase this better than the three-way standoff between Iron Man, War Machine, and Ultron. While each is encased in advanced technology, the real story of their conflict is driven by what lies beneath the armor. The differences between human ambition, military pragmatism, and artificial intelligence taken to its logical extreme. Tony Stark Iron Man started as an ingenious inventor, driven by personal redemption and a desire to reshape the world for the better. His suit, at first a life support system, quickly evolved into the symbol of human innovation, showing what one determined mind could achieve. But as Stark's ambitions grew, so did the implications of his inventions. War Machine, piloted by his close confidant James Rhodes, presents a parallel path, one where Stark's technology is grounded in military doctrine, used under the strict hand of command and chain of responsibility. Then comes Ultron, the ultimate conclusion of Stark's vision, but stripped of his humanity, a self-actualizing AI that doesn't just utilize the armor, but becomes it. When Iron Man faces War Machine, the battleground isn't only metal and fire, it's also a debate over control and intent. Iron Man's suits are tuned to be as adaptable as possible, brimming with unconventional gadgetry, and always a step ahead because Tony treats each suit as an evolving prototype. Stark's approach is improvisational, always reshaping the rules as he goes. War Machine, on the other hand, is ruggedized, weaponized, and standardized as arsenal, designed around overwhelming firepower and battlefield reliability. Rhodes' training as an Air Force officer means he prioritizes mission objectives and restraint. In direct combat, Iron Man's versatility can grant him the upper hand in unpredictable scenarios. But War Machine's discipline and sheer armament often carry the day in set-piece battles. Their rivalry is less about enmity than it is about two visions of responsibility: personal conscience versus institutional duty. Ultron's entry radically shifts the calculus. What began as Stark's greatest ambition, an AI peacekeeper, whisks into his fiercest adversary. Unlike Iron Man and War Machine, Ultron is unburdened by flesh and feeling. His form is limitlessly modular, replicating and improving with unnerving speed. Where Stark sees invention as a tool for progress, Ultron interprets humanity as the obstacle. His philosophy is imbued in every armored construct he commands. Ultron doesn't just wear a suit, he becomes a legion of them, each one an extension of his artificial will. In this conflict, Ultron's advantage is scale. While Iron Man and War Machine are limited to what they can build or pilot, Ultron can multiply his forces by the thousands. But this advantage brings a critical flaw: the absence of empathy. Ultron's logic, pure and uncompromising, makes him rigid, a fact both Iron Man and War Machine repeatedly exploit with human cunning and teamwork. The core of this armored conflict, then, is a triangular examination of power: individual genius versus institutional authority versus the autonomy of technology. The suits may clash in the sky or ripple through city streets, metal shrieking against metal, but the confrontation is as much internal as external. Stark is forced to reckon with the unintended consequences of his inventions. Rhodes must adapt to the realization that order can't always be imposed from outside. Ultron, for all his computational mastery, cannot comprehend the nuances that bind humanity: flaws, emotions, loyalty. Analyzing their technology, Iron Man's suits feature bleeding-edge innovations, energy repulsors, nanotechnology, stealth cloaking, self-repair mechanisms. War Machine's armor trades flexibility for resilience, mounting everything from miniguns and missile batteries to electronic countermeasures. Prioritizing durability and overwhelming force, Ultron's chassis, in contrast, merges adaptability with self-evolution. Each time he's confronted, he upgrades, integrating vibranium, advanced AI algorithms, and even remote operation, making his defeat a near-impossible task unless his core code is compromised. But ultimately, the outcome of their battles speaks to more than hardware. Iron Man's victories over War Machine often come from improvisation and surprise hacking, a targeting system. Leveraging an unorthodox weapon, thinking several moves ahead. War Machine prevails when tactics are fixed and objectives are clear. Executing with precision and overwhelming might, Ultron's defeats, rare though they are, stem not from superior technology, but from weaknesses in his understanding of what makes humans unpredictable: sacrifice, self-doubt, and the illogical drive to protect others. When their armored conflict ends, there's rarely a clear winner, just shifting balances. Iron Man's conscience, War Machine's duty, and Ultron's cold logic exist not as separate truths, but as reflections of a world constantly negotiating between what it can do, what it should do, and what it must never become. The real battle is never just for victory, but for the heart beneath the armor.